day at day, we are living in the world around by famous brands such as Coca-Cola, Heineken or Bimbo. But in specific things like sports, we don't know the famous brands that they use. We investigate about brands used in climbing, and the most used brands for climbing equipment called Petzl, because it's one of the best and is French. As we can see, this product has a high quality, because the more force than the climber make, the mechanism is more safety. They test all the products before they sold. Other brand that is the best for special shoes to climb is Sportiva, because this company has an experiment wall to prove the first product of each set. It exists other brand that only manufactures rocks for climbing wall and called Buddha holes. It's the best because they don't break with the pressure of the screws. A good store to buy these things is Vertimania, that locate in Mexico City. In soccer, the most common brands are Adidas and Nike. These two brands are very good and none is better than the other. It depends in the taste of each person. In these brands we can find since soccer shoes until t-shirts, pants, socks, etc. For example, in the soccer shoes we can find that one of the most sold by Nike is a Mercurial. And in the soccer shoes of Adidas, we can find a shoe Predator that personally are the one that I like and the one that I use. These soccer shoes are one of the best because they are lightweight and dynamic.
Since the establishment of football has always searching a protection for people for the hits and falls. Football is an aggressive sport physically and their strength is in this sport was very short. Until 1929, few people created a brand that is sold for take care for them. This brand is Rydell, which nowadays is one of the best companies who create protection like helmets and shoulders. His first helmet was the RT2, which didn't have enough protection. However, technological advances had a big change. Now, their helmets are aerodynamic, lightweight, and a specific protection in important part of the head. Shoulders are also aerodynamic, adjustable to each person, and especially protects and deflects the force of hits in all their body instead of leaving the hit on the shoulder.
Spalding is an American sporting goods company. It was founded by Albert Spalding in Chicago, Illinois, in 1876, and now the direction of the company is the Bowling Green in Kentucky. The company specializes in the production of balls of many sports, but is most known for its basketball. This brand provides the official ball of NBA since 1983, always keeping the tradition and official balls technology, building with genuine leather grain, improving grip and handling, and is the most recommended for high-level competitions in indoor environment. Nike is definitely a leader in accessories and sport clothes. Many basketball teams are attracted by its attractive designs and technologies in others. But so too, do not forget that the pole hides balls to aerobic competition. His biggest role model is the Elite Champions Aeroleague for later panels, enclosing structure for better routine shots and more control on the grip. On the other hand, we have Molten. They are responsible for the developing of the official ball of the FIBA, World Basketball, and some basketball national teams such as the United States and Canada. Molten builds and designs his balls with 12 panels, grind genuine leather, and also reward the synthetic materials.
Now I'm going to talk about famous brands of music. If we are talking about guitars, a Les Paul or Fender, even Gibson is a quite good option. Me as a guitarist, I love how Epiphone sound, because that kind of guitars are very classy and elegant. The most common to have is a Yamaha, cheaper and also good, but they won't last. Now, let's see brands that drummers prefer. I'm going to interview Danny Castro from Die, and here we go. Which brand is your favorite when you're playing the drums?
My brand, well, first of all, I'm a drummer before I'm walking here. My favorite brand when playing drums, there are a lot of brands. When talking about the body of the drums, I do prefer Tama, so it's a little bit more strong material. We work with it. Talking about the drum, I do prefer Remo, because the sound's a little bit more thick. I do like that. When talking about the sticks, there's a brand, Mexican brand, it's called Montano. They're a little bit longer. I do prefer that because of the facility you have to play. It's like you are a little bit more free. You have to be so close to the drums. And the cymbals, I do prefer CGM, like the usual ones.
Okay. Talking about the body, you say Tama, right?
Yeah.
Well, would you recommend it to young drummers?
No.
Why?
No. I mean, if you have the money to spend in the Tama, you can buy it. But if you want to learn, you have to play hard with it. You better buy something a little bit more accessible, more cheap. Like, for example, drag percussions, or there are some Yamaha which are not so expensive, so you can buy one of those.
Okay, it's very good. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Hi.
Hi.
Which one is your favorite brand where you are playing
favorite
drums?
brand for playing the drums is Tama,
Why?
because they sound better and they're sort of cheap.
You would like to recommend those brands to other drummers?
I do.
Really?
Yeah.
In the art world, maybe people say that quality doesn't matter because if you have a good art and have skills, they are the characteristics for the piece of art. Other people say that the product of art have a moderate load in the development of the painting, sculpture, or something like that. Art teacher of this campus said that when you are learning art, it's better that you have more or less quality products for make your paints, because at first you don't have a very good skill to spend money for expensive articles. When you have already skills for use these products, you can decide for buy or don't buy it. This change of quality will make some way to improve your work. Herman teachers also said that people who experiment with other products, they will analyze if they change the old brand to one of they started to use. Many people prefer a brand that is not common for many reasons. One, they get used to have the old brand. And two, uncommon brands will have more quality than famous brand. Famous artists like to use high quality brands for don't lose the real color and use high quality products for high quality work.